This is the last piece of evidence that I have that's linked to my mother's death. You see right here on this 1964 death certificate, my mother was issued registrar number 1939, okay? Every registrar number should be stamped, okay, with the filing date, okay, the county it was filed in, and the registrar number. It should be stamped, okay? During my research, I looked through the 1964 Lucas County Death Index, see it right there, to find out who was issued registrar number 1938, the number right before my mom's, and who received death certificate with registrar number 1940, okay? This is what I came up with. This man right here, Elmer O. Jeffers, received registrar number 1938, the one right before my mom's. He died on May 11th, 1964. You see that there was reported no knowledge of his mother's maiden name. The informant was the military records were used, so apparently he was in the service at one time. There was no knowledge of his father's name and no knowledge of his usual occupation, okay? I want to focus on his date of birth, May 3rd, 1917. When you flip the certificate over, there it is right there. May 3rd, 1917. I ran this man's name through the United States Social Security Death Index, okay? And I found the Elmer Jeffers dying in Ohio with the same date of birth, May 3rd, 1917. But he died in a different month. This man died in July 1964, with the same date of birth, May 3rd, 1917, the same name. Okay? What's really going on? Unbelievable. I read his name through the Ohio Death Index, and they just show his date of birth is 1917. You have to actually have the death certificate. It just shows his year of birth was 1917. Okay? I read Elmer Jeffers' name through the Toledo Blade death obituary index, and he doesn't show up. This is the only person that shows up with that surname, a Mark P. Jeffers, who died in 1958. Okay? This woman right here, Helen R. Wilson, received death certificate with registrar number 1940. This is the one right after my mother's, okay? You see a stamp, 1940. She died on May 13th, 1964. But the district it was filed in is written in ink, okay? The filing date, that's also written in ink. It wasn't stamped. And, I mean, you could have wrote that in at any time at a later date. You know, for whatever reason, they did not stamp the death certificate right after my mom's. Look at that. Look at that. Unbelievable. The attending physician says that he attended the deceased from January 64 until 5/13/64. But the last time he saw her alive was on 5/12/64. Thank you for watching this video, and may justice prevail.